But it's been 10 days. It's been 10 days. Where is she?
Your grandmother had been visiting Las Vegas and now missing for almost 2 weeks. Her family is desperately pleading for the public's help here.
2 days after Alisa Goods disappeared, her phone came back to life. Texts, phone calls, someone asking her family for money, for gas, for Bitcoin. The voice on the other end even said her name, but it wasn't her voice, and her family knew exactly what that meant. If someone else had her phone, there was a chance they had her too. 12 days later, they got their answer, not the one they wanted. This is the story of Alisa Goods. Alisa Goods was 63 years old, a grandmother, a mother of 5. Born in Newark, New Jersey, she'd made her home on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, a whole different world from where this story ends. People who knew her didn't have a bad word to say. Active, healthy, loving, the kind of woman people called the nicest person you'd ever meet. No history of memory problems, no condition that would explain her just vanishing one day. The only thing slowing her down was a few leg surgeries. Nothing serious, just enough that walking for long stretches wasn't easy anymore.
After a 63-year-old woman in Las Vegas didn't return from a trip to the drugstore, her family says they started getting text messages from their family member's own phone. They spoke to our Nicole Valdez, hoping someone out there can help.
A frantic search for a mother missing thousands of miles from home.
I am hoping to God for the best, but my heart can't take what it could be, which is the worst.
It's been more than a week since anyone's seen 63-year-old Alisa Goods, a grandmother of 5. Goods' family says she was visiting a longtime friend in Las Vegas from New York. That friend told her family she left his apartment on August 8th to catch a bus to a nearby CVS, but never came back.
We're at day number 9, and we still don't know where she is. We still don't know if she's okay.
She was reported missing on August 10th. 4 days later, her family says they started getting these messages from her phone asking for help, gas money, even Bitcoin.
I said, what do you need gas for the car? My aunt does not drive. There is no car. And they said, send it Cash App, Bitcoin. If they have her phone, there's a possibility that they have her. I want to know that she's okay and that she is alive.
Emotional, scared, and desperate for answers, her daughter Kristen is flying to Vegas today.
She is still out there, and we're looking for her. We want her home. We want her back.
Oh, wow. So, Nicole, what are police saying? I mean, where are they in all this?
Well, Tony, they're, of course, asking anyone with information to contact them, but you can clearly tell that her family fears she is in serious danger. They have already checked in with local Vegas hospitals, jails, even the coroner's office there. But so far, nothing. Tony.
Hope for news soon. Nicole, thanks.
Las Vegas wasn't new to her either. She'd been out there before, more than once, including earlier that same year. And every single time, she stayed with the same person, a friend named Roger John. Now, how long Alisa and Roger had known each other depends on who you ask. Some say 9 years. Some say closer to 20. Either way, he was someone she trusted enough to fly across the country and stay in his home, right in the heart of the Vegas Strip, near Maryland Parkway and Tropicana, just blocks from Flamingo and Paradise. On Saturday, August 8th, everything was normal. Nothing about that morning suggested it would be the last normal day her family would ever have with her. Around 12:45 in the afternoon, Alisa headed out. Her plan was simple: catch a bus to a CV's, a short ride away, pick up some iron pills, a few supplements, maybe some water, the kind of errand you do without thinking twice. Roger walked her to the stairs, watched her go down them. "Okay, see you later," he told her. 15 minutes after that, he left the apartment himself, headed out to handle his own business. He figured he'd see her again in a couple hours. He didn't. 2 hours passed, then 3, No Alisa. Roger started calling, texting, nothing back, not a word, not a read receipt, nothing. By that evening, he'd made the call nobody wants to make. He reached out to her family and told them she was gone. 2 days went by like that. 2 days of silence from a woman who never went 2 days without checking in. On August 10th, a missing person report finally went in with Las Vegas police. Investigators pulled the CV's surveillance footage, and there she was, Alisa, right on camera, exactly like Roger said. She bought her items. She walked out the door, and then nothing. No more cameras picked her up. No more sightings. It was like she stepped off the CV's surveillance and disappeared into thin air. Her phone wasn't even connecting anymore. Her daughter, Kristen, flew in from New Jersey within days. She didn't wait around for updates. She went straight to hospitals herself. Morgues. Anywhere that might have answers. Other family members worked the phones from back home, calling anyone who might know something. Her cousin, Elise Whitaker, went public, begging anyone with information to come forward, reminding the world that this was a woman who was loved, who was missed, who mattered. Flyers with Alisa's face went up all over the neighborhood where she was last seen. Police searched a 20-mile radius around the area.
It has been nearly 2 weeks since an East Coast family has seen their matriarch, who they say became a missing person during her vacation to Las Vegas. Good evening, I'm Dana Wagner.
And I'm Marie Mortera. They say Alisa Goods, a 63-year-old grandmother from Brooklyn, New York, vanished on August 8th. Our Will Silverstein joins us now live here in studio. And Will, you just spoke with Alisa's daughter and niece.
Yeah, tough time for the family. They're pleading for help from the public. They tell me it's been a difficult time dealing with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to get more information about Alisa Goods' missing persons case. And of course, they just want their family member back safe and sound.
She would never drop off of the radar.
No.
She would never drop off
No.
the radar. And especially for this amount of time, it's alarming.
And it has nearly been 2 weeks since Alisa Goods was last seen. The 63-year-old grandmother from New York has been missing after last being pinned to a CVS pharmacy near the intersection of Harmon and Paradise. Goods' daughter, Kristen, says her mom is constantly in touch with her and that she would not just vanish.
She would never not be in touch with her mom. There's just specific things that she's ritually done with her phone that we know to be a daily thing that she would do. And now these things have just ceased and we don't know where she is.
Goods' niece Alana Calloway also speaking with News 3. She says one of Goods' phones began texting her.
I received a text immediately saying, hi, Alana. And I knew right away, it was just, it did not sound the way she and I would normally communicate.
The number also contacting Goods' son, the request turning from gas money to a need for Bitcoin.
From the outside looking in, any number of things can come to play here.
That is former FBI agent Ray Johnson. He suspects Goods' phone may have been spoofed. So what's that?
So it's very common to have your account hijacked, or what is often called spoofed. And if you have your eSIM transferred or you have your identity taken over electronically, it's very easy to make a phone call appearing to be you.
Johnson says he expects Metro investigators to hone in on surveillance cameras from her last known whereabouts and some possible corroboration from his old agency, the FBI.
So in a case like this, as an investigator, my most important thing right now is proof of life and corroboration of known evidence.
Goods hoping News 3 viewers can recall what an interaction with her mom would have been like.
Always got her teeth showing, always, looking to say, how you doing? To give that, I won't say grandmotherly, but I will say lovingly type of, hi, nice to meet you. I am who I am, and it's good to see you.
Kristen and her cousin pleading with the public for any information.
A mother, a grandmother, a great-grandmother. She has a lot of hats, and she means a lot to a lot of people, and we just want her back.
Anybody out there that's watching and that can help, we're asking for help. More importantly, she's still missing. She's still missing. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. She's still missing.
And I spoke on the phone with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. They did not believe those attempts to contact Goods' family are coming from Goods' actual phone. They said if so, the case would be elevated to missing and endangered. Now, if you have any information, you're encouraged to contact the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
And here's the part that ate at the family the most. This wasn't some quiet town with no eyes on the street. This was Las Vegas. Cameras on every corner. Tourists everywhere. A city that never stops watching itself, and still nothing. Then, around August 12th, just a couple days after that missing person report went in, Alisa's phone came back online, except it wasn't Alisa using it. The texts started rolling in, requests for help, requests for gas money, Cash App, and then it escalated to Bitcoin, with the sender even offering to walk the recipient through how to use it. Her niece, Alana Calloway, caught it immediately. Alisa didn't drive. She didn't have a car out in Las Vegas. Why would she need gas money? So Alana played along, carefully. She brought up a cousin named Kelly in the conversation. One problem, there was no Kelly. Nobody in the family had that name. It was a test. If this was really Alisa, she'd catch it. She'd question it. She didn't catch it, because it wasn't her. Then Alisa's son, Kevin, got a phone call. A woman's voice on the other end, claiming to be his mother, asking him one question directly. Are you going to send money now? Kevin didn't recognize the voice at all. Another message came in, claiming there'd been a problem with a credit card at a gas station. The family handed every message, every call, straight over to police. And that's when the fear really set in. Because if a stranger had Alisa's phone, using her name, asking for money in her voice, what did that mean for Alisa herself?
She can be anywhere.
The family of Alisa Goods is desperate. The 63-year-old's niece and sister say the Brooklyn resident was visiting a friend in Las Vegas when she disappeared on August 8th.
She left her friend's house to go to the CVS, and she never came back.
Days later, the family says they began receiving these mysterious text messages from her phone, posing as the grandmother of 5, demanding money and Bitcoin.
They said, I'm at the gas station. I need gas for the car. And she doesn't drive. And I just started crying because I knew it wasn't her.
Then came a mysterious call to Goods' son. They say he recorded part of that conversation.
You're talking to Alisa.
The caller claiming to be Alisa.
I didn't send the money now.
The family says that's clearly not Goods' voice.
Yeah, my phone is bad. I'm going to call you as soon as I get my phone.
They say they've turned everything over to the Las Vegas police, but are frustrated with the investigation.
She said, we have a lot of things going on, and right now she is just not a priority.
And at this point, you have told the detective that someone has your aunt's phone, is demanding Bitcoin, and does not seem to be your aunt.
Absolutely.
NBC News reached out to the Las Vegas police about that response. No word so far. In a separate statement, the Vegas police said Goods is considered a missing person.
Her niece put it plainly. If they have her phone, there's a possibility that they have her. Nobody wanted to say what that possibility really meant. Days stretched into nearly 2 weeks. The family kept searching, kept posting, kept begging the public for anything. A tip, a sighting, a name. Then, early Thursday morning, August 20th, 1:45 a.m., police get a call near Terminal 1 at Harry Reid International Airport. And it didn't take long for the family to get the confirmation nobody wanted. It was Alisa. And here's where it gets even harder to sit with. Investigators pulled surveillance footage from August 8th, the same day she vanished. And on that footage, there's a woman believed to be Alisa near the airport that same afternoon. Think about that for a second. She left that apartment to grab some pills and water from CVS. Somehow, that same day, she ends up near one of the busiest airports in the entire country. How did she get there? What happened between that CVS and that airport? What happened in the days after? As of right now, nobody outside the investigation knows. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department and the Clark County Coroner's Office haven't released a cause of death. They haven't released a manner of death. The case remains open, and investigators are still working to piece together what actually happened to her.
Details about the 63-year-old grandmother who was reported missing this month. Metro Police confirmed to Fox 5 they discovered Alisa Goods' body yesterday near Harry Reid Airport. Fox 5's Sophia Brunsma is learning more tonight. Sophia.
Joe, Goods' family tells us that they have grown increasingly worried about where their beloved family member was. Now there are more answers on this case. Metro Police telling us they got a call yesterday reporting a dead woman identified as Alisa Goods.
A missing New York grandmother who disappeared after traveling to Las Vegas has died, according to Metro Police. Her family says she went missing on August 8th, formally reporting the disappearance 2 days later. Her family traveling to Las Vegas from the East Coast, telling Fox 5 that she was here visiting a longtime friend. We spoke to the family before today's tragic update.
She does have a heart of gold, and she is generous when it comes to seeing people that may or may not be in need.
The family saying they grew increasingly worried after her friend said she did not return home from a trip to CVS near Paradise and Flamingo. Now, almost 2 weeks later, we are learning that Metro Police got a call on Thursday at 1 a.m. about a woman identified as Goods found dead in a drainage ditch near the Terminal 1 parking garage at Harry Reid Airport, a few minutes away from where her family said she was staying, near South Maryland Parkway and Wilbur Street. Metro Police says surveillance video from the airport shows her falling down an embankment, getting back up, and collapsing again on August 8th. Police say that she did not make a move after that, and her location could not be seen from the street.
We reached out to the family, who tells us they are still learning more details from police at this time. The details regarding the cause and manner of her death have not been released.
All right, Sophia, thank you. And the family posted on a GoFundMe page for Alisa Goods, sharing the news of her passing, and say they are doing the best to navigate the loss together and celebrate the life she lived.
On Friday, her niece, Alana Calloway, spoke for the family. She said their hearts were broken. She said this wasn't the outcome anybody had prayed for. Her exact words, "This hurts so deeply." The family thanked everyone who helped search, who shared the flyers, who kept Alisa's name out there when it mattered most. And then they asked for something simple, privacy, and continued prayers, while they try to understand what happened to the woman they loved. Alisa Goods left an apartment for a routine errand and never made it home. For 12 days, her family fought for her, searching hospitals, chasing down a phone that wasn't really hers anymore, refusing to give up. In the end, they got her back, just not the way they prayed for. The investigation is still open. The questions: how she got from that pharmacy to that airport, what happened to her in between, who had her phone, how she died, none of that has been answered yet. What's certain is this: a family is grieving, a community rallied around them, and a woman who was, by every account, kind and loved, deserves the truth about what happened to her. If anything changes in this case, it's worth following. Her story isn't finished yet.